What up YouTube, it's Orth. Now I went ahead and made a Hydra team with Lady Mikage, and oh boy, it is some of the most insane damage, some of the most insane results I have seen thus far. Definitely by far my personal best on Nightmare Hydra. We did 690 million, close to 700 million damage with Lady Mikage, and it is really down to her abilities and her kit. Her A3 is ally attack on a 4-turn cooldown. If you get the book, I would recommend booking her for this. Getting the cooldowns from 5 turns to 4 turn is huge. She'll give you increased attack and increased crit damage, and it will be an ally attack with all of your team. Fantastic A3. Also, we have a decreased duration of buffs on enemies and decrease the duration. Just to give you the rundown, it's going to increase your buffs and decrease your debuffs, and it's going to increase the debuffs on the Hydra heads and decrease their buff duration. So it's basically more of what you do want and less of what you don't want. So that's a bit of a TLDR on the A2. And then we have the A1 that basically ally attacks if you have a Shadowkin on your team. Best champion to run with her is Mishinaki. I'll show you the complete team in a second. She also does HP shield on her A1. Now this is massive. It will go on to your champion with the lowest HP, so it gives a little bit of added survivability there too. Shielding can really keep you alive in Hydra. It also gives you AT aura. Now my Mikage build is in polymorph right now, but the best blessing I would say for Hydra would be cruelty on her, since she would be decreasing the defense of all of the Hydra heads. I have my Lady Mikage built in a hybrid sort of live arena, fire knight and Hydra build, so I have not focused on enemy damage. I would recommend building her with a little bit of damage, at least crit capping her if you're using her solely for Hydra and fire knight. But like I said, I use mine for live arena. If you guys want to see a showcase for live arena, she is insane in live arena. So leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know you guys want to see the live arena. Sub to the channel if you're enjoying the content, and like the video. Let me know what you guys think of the damage. But the stats that we are running, she's around about, let's see, let's go for Hydra. 72,000 HP, 3.6k attack, 4,600 defense, 392 speed. She is very quick again for live arena. 500 resistance and 500 accuracy. You do need the 500 resistance to resist the Hydra heads, but you only need 400 accuracy. And then we have ignore defense from Hydra as from the area bonuses too. The best masteries for Hydra, I will put them in a comment. I'll put them in the description of this video, so you guys can look at what the best masteries are. I would recommend running War Master on her for Hydra. Extending buff durations. Now, she does extend the buffs on the A2 as we touched on, but if you want to take lasting gifts, I can see no problem with that. You probably don't take the defense tree. You only go with lasting gifts, I would say. She doesn't really do any debuffs. I really wanted to just go for the accuracy. But yeah, I'll post the best masteries. What are the best mastery for Mikage in Hydra for you guys in the description, so you guys can check them out there. I don't have any refresh accessories. You can definitely add refresh accessories to her as well. If you're proccing refresh on the ally attack, it can definitely give you more damage. So that is the Mikage build I'm going to be running. I want to show you the 2 DPS that we're running with her. The 2 DPS we are running is Ronda, who is absolutely underrated, and you'll see exactly how much damage she can do. And the other guy is Val the Destroyer. Now this guy's a Hydra machine. I'll go ahead and show you his stats. This is what we're running on him. He is in the Hydra build. He's a 2-star awakened champion. We have the extra 750 attack on him. We don't have the crit damage from blessings. 41,000 HP, 6.4k attack, 2.2k defense, 262 speed, crit capped obviously, and 284 crit damage. With a bit of accuracy, we are relying on him for the weaken. Our team doesn't have weaken. The decreased attack we already have, but it's nice to have a second source as well. I run my nukers in blood shield. It gives them a little bit more survivability. They do big damage, and in return they get a really nice shield. The reason why he does so much damage is because his single target damage is really high. He will ignore 30% of the target's defense on his A3, so this is a massive hit. The A2 can do a million quite easily on a 7 head. If you can get better gear, you can do even more damage. He throws out the AoE weaken and decrease attack, which is really nice, but the real money is the passive. Increases champion's attack by 10%. each time they use an active skill. So after 10 turns, this guy's attack is going to be 100% increased of what his complete attack is in fight. So with us, he has a total attack of 6.4k attack, I said. After 10 turns, that 6.4k will now be 12,800 attack, and that's why his numbers are really high. He can do big damage with those numbers or with that attack. And then single target, when you do single target damage in Hydra, it's not mitigated by the passives. AoE damage is massively mitigated. If the suffering head is out and the other heads are out as well, you have up to 60% damage reduction on AoEs. With single target, you do not have that. So when you're seeing single target nukers being preferred, is because Hydra passive really reduces the amount of AoE damage you can do. These are the masteries we're running. I did not take a third tier 5 mastery. Helm Smasher is what I prefer on these type of champions. On enemy max HP nukers, they get capped quite quickly. There is no cap on these guys, so you guys want to run these guys with Helm Smasher. And then we have the rest of the masteries here as well for you guys to see. I have him in Heaven Cast, so he can do more damage based on the amount of buffs he has. Our team has a decent amount of buffs. And then we have Ronda. Ronda, I mentioned, she is criminally underrated. She does a insane amount of damage. I'll show you the build of what I am running on her first, and then I'll show you exactly why she does that damage. She is 43k HP, 8.1k attack, 3.4k defense, 289 speed, 343 crit damage. Yes, this is cracked gear. This is very good gear. Again, it's not the most amazing gear you'll see, but it's pretty amazing. It is probably my second best Savage, maybe my third best, I'd say, but not much further down than that. I'm not claiming to have the best Savage in the game, but it's pretty good. The stats are pretty good. She's 4-star awakened. She's +1. I'm really happy with this Ronda. I use her in Live Arena a couple of weeks ago. We did a showcase for her. She's amazing there, and in Hydra, she's incredible too, but for a different reason. She does have the single target hits that are basically going to be doing the most damage. Like Val, she has the 30% defense signal, so she ignores shields and does 30% ignore defense. Some sort of theme there. The 30% ignore defense champions I'm running. She's a triple hitter, which is nice. She just gets more instances of cruelty that she can land. She has the double hit on the AoE too. Again, this can decrease the defense of the Hydra heads twice because cruelty procs per hit. So it's very nice. But the passive is the money ability. The passive is 15% chance to ally attack when you are doing a attack or you're doing a skill that basically targets an enemy and does damage to that enemy. So this in a fight that lasts 1500 turns will proc a decent amount of time, and every time she does it, she's going to be doing her basic attack. Her basic attack is attack one enemy 3 times, and if the HP of that enemy is lower than 50%, she will go ahead and do a extra hit where she would do a 4th hit. Places an extra hit if the target has less than 50% HP after the 3rd hit. The Hydra severed head is 0 HP. They are below 50%. So she would do 4 hits into them, and she is doing 300k damage per hit. So she's doing 1.2 million, and sometimes when you proc Helm Smashes, she's doing 1.5 million on a passive that procs every time you do attack from your champions. This will proc a fairly good amount of time in the fight. You'll see she'll start ally attacking every time an enemy does a attack into a severed head, and she gets massive damage because of this. These are the masteries she is running. We are running same live arena masteries. She's running Helm Smasher. She's running counter attack too. Counter attack is kind of nice. You don't really get it on a severed head unless you kill the head in that same turn, but it is the masteries I'm running for live arena. We didn't change them, so those are staying the same. Cycle of Revenge is nice. She's boosting her turn meter as well. The rest of the masteries are pretty much live arena masteries. Life Drinker would be nice on her personally. It would be nice to give her a little bit of healing. If she gets low, she can heal herself up. Probably not take Ruthless Ambush, but these are the masteries like I said, I run for live arena. Also with Ronda, what I'll do is I'll post the best the best masteries you can use in live arena. So for Ronda and for Mikage, I'll put the masteries there since they're more so a live arena build. But yeah, Ronda is going to be doing some fantastic damage. Let me go ahead and show you guys the complete team. This is in the run, so let me just back this up a little bit. Okay, so this is the team we're running. We are running Nekmothar in lead. We are running him for the aura and increase speed, decrease speed. Very important in a Hydra run. He's our only decrease speed, so that's the unique thing he's doing. He's giving us a decreased attack source, but we already have two of those. He's doing leech too. Leech is nice. It basically means that your allies can heal up. If you take life drinker, you don't need leech, but if you have leech, it's nice. Also, he's doing decreased attack, but I said we already have that. Our Mikage is doing ally attack, increased crit damage, extending buff and decreasing buff duration. Then we have Tuhanrak, nothing special in the build. She's not really in any sort of set. Nekmo is in a provoke set, so he's provoking Decay Head for us for one turn before we go ahead and destroy him. We have increased speed, increased defense. I believe block buffs and increased defense are the unique things Tuhanrak is doing. She's also like a pseudo mischief tank too, so that's kind of nice. We have Val with the damage, and then we have Ronda for the damage. And then we also have Mishinaki in there too, who we know and love, does the Hex, decreased defense, and really nice burns. And his A1 or Mikage's A1 works really well with Mishinaki. With this team, whilst we see this team kind of ramp up, what I would say is with this team, you kind of want to be concerned about Decay because Decay can cleanse. So you kind of want to deal with him quite quickly. And also Wrath. Wrath is the biggest problem for these kind of teams because you can see we are not running any sort of revive in our team. We are running full damage and we don't have a way to bring our champions back. So once you're dead, that's pretty much it. Game over. So you don't want to let the DPS head kind of run his game. You want to make sure you block buff him and decrease attack him as quickly as you can before his passive procs or before he takes his first turn because he's going to be putting increased attack on himself. So that's the only thing I would say that you need to look out for. Here you can see Ronda's already ally attacking. I really do love Ronda in Hydra. I am still going to be running her a bunch. The only time I probably stop running Ronda in Hydra is if she is weak affinity to the heads that are dangerous. So if she's weak affinity to Wrath, if Wrath turns red affinity, then we'll stay away. But you'll see some sort of damage that we'll get. I'll probably look at a few of these hits. You can see Ronda's doing 200 to 220k on the ally attack. And she did 250k in one of those hits too. She is weak affinity here. You see Val doing 1.5 million damage there. So it's pretty insane damage. We will see Ronda ally attack into the champion that we have targeted. So she would always ally attack that champion. Here she goes again. 1 million from Val. And then we get around about 150 million or 150,000 from Ronda. Again, weak affinity, so she's not going to be doing the insane amount of damage into that kind of head, but into a green head, she will be doing a lot more. Green head will probably be best for us to target since we have Val who's green and Ronda who is blue. That's the sort of thing you want to look out for too. There you see the 250Ks from Ronda's A1, so she will do big damage. Here we got quite lucky and we provoked Decay Head as soon as he came in, so we don't worry about his cleanse. We then go ahead and target Wrath. We kind of weak affinity on. We are weak affinity with Val onto him, but we are good affinity with Ronda. We're going to go ahead and do decreased speed. But yeah, as you can see, the ally attack did 310k that time. I'll let you guys watch the rest of this run. Basically, it's going to be pretty much the same. I'm going to be talking about how much damage these champions can do. Val is doing the big numbers. And then we have Ronda, who's really just the worker in the team. She is going to be doing ally attacks every 15% of the time. So that really does ramp up in the end. And yeah, you guys enjoyed the run. Let me know what you guys think of the run. We will come back at the end of the run and we'll talk about how we can improve this team and get it working even better. So yeah, enjoy. So here we are. Here's the final damage that we've come up with. We can see Nekmothar with 26 million behind me. Then we have Lady Mikage with 10 million. We have Tuhanrak with 32 million. 171 million from Val the Destroyer. Now, granted, his gear is much worse than Ronda's. Ronda's 81,000 or 8100 attack with 343 crit damage, I believe, and also with 4-star awakening. But, you know, he did really good damage for where his gear is at. Ronda having much better gear, but she still out damaged him by quite a bit. She's doing 202 million damage, and then we have Mishinaki on the right, who is doing the most damage. He is kind of siphoning the damage from the team, where he is putting the hex out and all the damage that's coming. He's kind of like he kind of taxes the DPSs for having his hex out there. So it is a massive key, 691 million. This is my personal best for Nightmare. Really happy with this team. If we had higher awakenings, I believe we can get closer to that billion mark. But this key, I am super happy with it. Val the Destroyer, I really enjoy him. He's going to become one of my staple use nukers. Maybe in this next rotation where he is facing Red Wrath and Red Decay, maybe less use on him. Maybe I'll find different nukers. But Ronda for sure is top tier when it comes to doing damage in Hydra. She might be a little bit of a worker. She might be doing animations here and there and putting up more longer times. But I do love the amount of damage that she can do. So super happy with that. I'll show you the gear that's on the rest of my champions. I'll show you the gear on Mishinaki as well. Mishinaki doesn't have the most amazing gear. I might have a boot taken off from him. No, he looks fine. The Mishinaki build is, let's see, his survivability, he is fine. He doesn't struggle with survivabilities. 5900 defense, 252 speed, 318 crit damage. He's only 1-star. He's losing like 700 defense. So I believe, how much defense do they get? 600? Do they get, I believe they get 600 defense for 3-star. Where is it? 450, oh yeah, 600. So 450 plus 150 for their blessing. So he is missing the 600 defense. It would be nice if I could get that, but you know, until then we run him as is. Also 318 crit damage, and he has enough accuracy to land his X, his burn, his decreased defense, his strip sometimes when we need it, and his decreased attack sometimes when we need it. We do have a refresh accessory on him. Refresh is really nice. His A2 and A3 give you really good abilities, decreased defense and strip and hex, as I mentioned. More refresh would be nice. You don't need blood shield on him. He's very tanky. I have him in savage crit damage. And who else were we running? I've shown you Mikage build. I need to show you guys Tuhanrak build. Before that, let me just quickly show you the masteries. We are running him War Master. Again, you can take Helm Smasher on him just for that extra damage from the passive. But I kind of taken War Master on him. I took it a while ago, so I kind of haven't changed it. But you can go Helm Smasher. A lot of people who are running 6-star Crushing Rend are running Helm Smasher because Crushing Rend is amazing. Who else is my team running? We are running Tuhanrak and we are running Nekmothar. Let's see. Where is Tuhanrak? So this is the Tuhanrak we're running. These are the blessings. She's running War Master. And then I don't have extended lasting gifts. I should probably take that. Maybe I took Sniper because I was sometimes relying on her decreased speed. I like the fact that she can land a decreased speed with her A1. But lasting gifts will be a good option too. The stats we're running on her, again, nothing special. 64,000 HP, 3.4k defense. Not really crit cap, 278. Actually, I should do Hydra like this. 294 speed, enough resistance to resist, enough accuracy to land debuffs. Also, we are running Nekmothar. Now, where is Nekmo? There he is. He's in a provoke set. I've given his shield to somebody else. I believe it was 18 speed on the shield. So we can just go ahead and add that up. Yeah, above like 300 speed, 303 speed. Maybe it'd be better if I just applied it. I believe it's an 18 speed shield that I gave to my fusion champion, Eastrid. We can go ahead and switch this back since that key is done anyway. Let's see. We have Hydra, 50k HP, We have 4200 attack. We do like to have him closer to crit so he can do some crits and do a bit of damage. 4k, 4.2k attack, 3k defense, 307 speed. He's not got any resistance. He's just got the 410 accuracy. He's got the ignore and he's got War Master. He's also wearing blood shield. Probably shouldn't have blood shield on him, honestly, because he's not built with resistance. So we don't really want him to pick up the extra buff. So shouldn't really have blood shield in this spot on him, but it is there. We are running cruelty on him, so he decreases the defense of the Hydra heads, and these are the blessings. We have taken lasting gifts on him, and we also taken master hex on him. So that's the team. Let me know what you guys think. You guys definitely, if you're not running Val and you're not running Ronda, I would highly recommend pulling them out the vault, building them up and running them. They are fantastic options. You do need to rotate the nukas from time to time because of affinity situations. So if you're looking for 2 more nukas, add these to your rosters. We are also going to be working on more Hydra, and we're going to be releasing more Hydra content covering new nukas, new damage dealers. I've got some really fun ideas, so keep it locked for that. Sub to the channel, like the video, leave a comment what you guys think about the content, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for watching. Peace.